thank you all for the celebration of life for our uncle Lex Brodie. We bless everyone to come in here, especially his family. Our hearts is here as one. And Lex is here with us in a circle of love too, with the whole island and all the surfers around the island to be with brother Duke and Mo and all our brothers out there. And to you, Keakua, much blessings to you and your son. Ho'onani ka makua mau, keiki me ka uhane no, ke aku au mau ho'o mai ka ipu, ko ke au, ko ke la au, amene.
Scott, what a proper place to have the scattering, huh?
Oh yeah, you know, one of the things that not everyone was aware of is Mr. Brodie was actually one of the original Waikiki Beach Boys in the early 30s. You know, he gave canoe lessons and surf rides to the rich and famous of that day, and one of his customers was actually Bing Crosby. So, very amazing life. And you know, one of the amazing things is just how much he impacted a lot of people's lives. You know, our community, the state, our business community, how he retired from the tire business and even ran for the school board and volunteered for the school board. His whole life he was pouring into others, and he was dedicated to trying to help those he met grow and improve and become better people themselves. But even people's businesses he came in contact with, he would try to help them with their businesses. You know, so he was an amazing man. You know, he planted seeds wherever he went, and today you see a lot of fruit that has developed from the foundations and the seeds he's planted.
And a lot of former employees showing up. Some of you said you don't even know who they are, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a blast from the past. A lot of folks that helped build the Lex Brodie legend. Met a lot of them that I know, and then some that were before my time. So it's been a lot of fun to see the old timers.
We hear the same thing being repeated. You know, stern yet fair and passed on, I guess, a legacy.
Yeah, you're right. You know, he was definitely old school. He was very no nonsense. He had a standard that he upheld, and he didn't let nobody mess around with his level of customer service. And had the fortunate experience to be able to work with Mr. Brodie and get that implanted in me. And that is a tradition that we are dedicated to continue forever. And I think our team is dedicated to do that. And fortunately, we've been very successful with that. But we have Mr. Brodie to thank, all the longtime Lex Brodie's employees, and of course, all the customers in the community that have supported Lex and supported our company.
Is this what you always expected? Because you knew it would come to an end one day. And you know, the beach, the perfect weather, scattering out where he used to hang out. Is this pretty much what you thought?
You know, I never really thought about it. You know, I kind of figured Mr. Brodie was going to live, I was thinking he was going to make it to 110. You know, it seemed like he was going to live forever. But yeah, we did know eventually this time would come. It comes for all of us. But this is definitely a day of celebration. He had such a full life. It's very touching to see how he's impacted so many people. So it's nice to honor him today and just celebrate his memory.
And do you feel a responsibility to really keep the company going in the way he would want now?
Of course. You know, again, it appears the foundation that he's laid is one that is extremely stable, extremely strong. You know, personally, I'm very dedicated to continue it, but our team is as well. You know, our staff all recognize the legacy that Lex has passed down. You know, we're very fortunate to have that, and yes, we are very dedicated to maintaining that at all costs.
Sandy, real quick, how was it today seeing everybody come out like this on a beautiful, perfect day?
Oh, it just it makes my heart so warm. It's unbelievable, and all the old friends and employees, to see them, many I haven't seen in 15 years. It's great, and my cousins, and oh, it's just and a beautiful day in Waikiki. Beautiful day. Look at the tiny waves, but perfect shape. I couldn't ask for more.
And something we always hear is your dad lived a long, prosperous life.
Oh, he did.
No complaints, right?
No complaints. Dad was 98 years old, had a full, generous life. He gave more than he took, that's for sure. He was very, very good about it.
If Dad was here, what would he say today?
He would say, "Thank you very much." That's what he'd say. And he'd be awfully impressed. I'm sure he's watching us now. I'm sure he is. You know, I was so blown away when I saw the Star advertiser last night saying that Abercrombie had said we're going to run the state flags at half-mast today.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. And by golly, you went by the fire station in Kalihi and it said half-mast.
Yeah,
Bless them.
great. Well deserved.
We have a beautiful signed certificate here from the Senate in remembrance of Lex Brodie from Small Business Hawaii and the Senate. Thank you very much.
Yes. Not a hard decision, Sam, huh?
No, and it's good that we get all of our colleagues together on a nonpartisan issue for a great man who did so much for Hawaii.
There's a bunch of former Lex Brodie employees here coming out to support their ex-boss and the forever boss, I guess we should say.
Yeah.
Trina and Bobby, tell us a little bit about working for Lex Brodie.
He taught us everything that we know about business today. I mean, we learned everything from him, how business etiquette, how to treat people, and it was a wonderful experience.
Any memory of an event or talk with him?
Oh, I used to work out in the Wapahu store, and he used to come out like once a week. And good boss, real open person, nice guy working for him.
Did he ever give any of you scoldings?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Okay, you must have worked there how long ago?
Oh, I think I started in 1975 till about 78.
And any remembrance of Lex?
No, very nice. I worked upstairs with Mrs. Brodie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was very nice.
So, although, you know, Lex is gone, it seems like a very happy moment as well.
Very happy.
Yeah?
Yes, left a lot of, what should we say? The simple values, you know, just instilled everything that we do today.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Isn't that unbelievable? Yeah. Oh, hi, Robert.
Now, did he treat the guy employees different than the women employees?
No. Mr. Brodie was even keeled with everybody. Everybody, if you didn't come to do your job, you know, he taught us the values of working hard and working hard for your money. He told us that, the value of hard work. And if you work hard, he took good care of you. That's what I learned from Mr. B.
Some of the Ohana here, and your names and a little bit about your great relative Lex Brodie.
My name's Liz Campbell Milbauer. My pedigree is Hofgaard, Crozier, Campbell, Milbauer. And when I think of my Uncle Lex, I think of stature. The man not only stood tall, his ethics, his goodness, I think that's something we should all remember and hopefully emulate.
My name's John Milbauer. I'm married into the Hofgaard Crozier Campbells. I met Lex Brodie back in probably 1970, 1969 on 701 Queen Street. Aloha.
Caroline Brodie, I'm his great-granddaughter, Peter's daughter, and just always remember him.
Alexander Brodie, named after my grandfather. Just used to have so much fun with him, surfing and camping and just memories that last my whole life.
Is that the picture of you surfing with your dad and Lex?
Yeah, that's right. And we used to surf here all the time, so he'd call it the board meeting. We'd come out here and have our board meetings, and he was definitely chairman of the board, sitting the furthest out, always catching the biggest waves, and classic surfer. He learned to surf before fins, on redwood boards. He used to tell stories of surfing out at King's here with Duke and Sam, and you know, huge waves back in the day. I guess they were bigger back then, but but yeah, they had some great stories. You know, one of the original Beach Boys, and so.
Yeah. And then what a perfect day today, huh?
Super nice day. Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing, you guys.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, here's a nice family portrait and your relation to Lex.
Hi, we're here. We were friends of Lex through my dad, who knew Lex and his wife Evie, my mother too, back in the 30s. They were here from Indiana, and Lex was a great surfing teacher and a great friend of my parents, and we all got to know him, and they even came to Indiana and visited us a couple times.
Where do you live now, in Kailua?
We live in Kailua, yes.
And you guys drove all the way out here. I know it's not too far.
We drove all the way from the country to be here this morning.
We're representing my grandparents.
These guys got to go out on a board today.
Yeah.
We remember Lex and Ann's father surfing and then bringing their board up and just leaving it in a rack on the beach. No lock, no key, no nothing. It's just a wonderful association back then.
So Lex is carrying on with more generations.
Lex is.
Yeah. To surf together today.